leak.
All right, come on now.
Come on, son.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been some time.
It's been a minute.
I don't even know what the fuck we've been doing. Just working and shit.
Working and living life, man. There's been graduations.
Yeah, there it
been
is.
Weddings.
Motherfuckers
There's
is
been
graduating, married, and birthdays. Mad
Yeah.
birthdays in the month of May.
people popping kids out. Like
A lot of rain and shit.
a lot of wild ass rain.
The nigga on the news said 21 days it rained this month.
That's
21,
nuts.
bro. Where we at? Washington? Where we at, bro?
And it's cold and it's cold and it's hot and it's cold and it's hot.
It's cold, it's hot.
Like, why can't we just keep it hot? Like, we summer now. Come on now.
Come on, bro. I'm advocating for global warming, but you against it, bro.
Advocating.
I'm
for-
an advocate.
No, you're not.
Let's get it warmer. Let's put the temperature up higher. When I'm in the shower, my girl's like, this water's too hot. I'm like, shut the hell up. Put it up higher. I'm down to go up a little bit more.
No.
Like I'm in the sauna. Put it up a little bit more, bro. They'd be like, the coals. Put it up a little bit more.
Global warming is real as fuck.
It's awesome.
This is not awesome.
Bro, you just said you want it to be warmer.
Which this is a good segue. No, just I want it to be warmer now for the season. But it's like
Forever.
cold and it's
Secretly-
hot. Nah, nigga, if I
secretly
wanted
you
to
want it
be
to be
warm
warm
forever,
for-
nigga, I'll move to the desert. I'll move to
Nah, bro, you're not gonna eat no fucking. There's nothing to eat over there. It's great.
people live over
It would
there.
be great if it was just a little warmer.
Just now in the season.
Often. Just
No,
oh.
not often. Each season should be the same as when I grew up. If you up here, if you up in the north of the state or the country, I should say, you should have
4
winter's the right
seasons.
way, spring the right way, summer the right way. Like
You know what's
this
funny
shit
about
is
that shit?
spilling around everywhere.
You know how we got Christmas, right? And the idea of Christmas is some fucking white snow, ho ho ho,
Yeah,
blah blah blah, right?
yeah.
But if Christmas was ingrained in biblical truth, which was in the Middle East, them niggas didn't get snow. There was none of that. That idea is like doesn't exist for all the world. It's just like it's kind of just like northern part of America and Europe that would follow that.
Listen,
shit.
in the biblical sense, America was never existed.
Yeah, but like to think of Santa Claus.
North
and
Americans, Native Americans, North Americans, get the fuck out of here. Native Americans,
North natives.
had all them seasons and all the whatever for the continent.
North
so
native, son.
yeah, whatever. But
Eskimo.
over there, where the Bible and all that bullshit happened, they're over by like Jerusalem, Egypt. They don't got none of that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So how can the Christian idea of Jesus being born on Santa Claus Day or whatever the fuck, it don't make sense.
Correct.
It don't make sense. bro.
Correct.
It don't make
so
sense.
follow that. So follow that. Word. Santa Claus supposedly even showed up with the 3 wise men and gave the nigga a gift.
Yep. Gave him a pack of condoms and they were like, nah, bro, we good. And then
Yeah,
boom.
so if you believe that word, but
I mean, it comes from different shit, but I always thought like the idea, like even on Coca-Cola cans, like the idea of Christmas is like on some snowy, cold, like Scrooge McDuck ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, North Pole.
But what about in Cali, bro? South Cali, in SoCal, they're not doing that. Was there like no Southern California when Christmas started or some shit? Like
It didn't start there.
It's probably-
Whoever created Christmas as a
New
thing,
York City, bro.
just like Valentine's Day, just like whatever day to sell things. You know what I mean? Whoever started that back in the day, clever, and just piggybacked off of. You know what I mean?
It's great marketing. And
Yeah.
and they use some spiritual something.
Yeah,
To back
like
it.
you go back. You read all them. If you read all those biblical books or whatever, there's no Santa Claus at all.
Might be a Saint Nicholas.
There's definitely.
I don't
a
even know how they
saint.
come up with all those saints and shit though. So I don't know.
Gotta be like a martyr or some shit. Gotta throw
Bro,
yourself
did
into
the
the train tracks.
earlier you talking about penguins? Did the penguins have something to do with global warming?
This is the segue that we kind of got away from. So,
God, let's hear.
global warming, something that a bunch of scientists have looked into, was that if you go to the Arctic, you have a shit ton of penguins, right?
Yep.
And they're chilling
Mwah.
on the
Mwah.
snow, not in the water. They're
What the
chilling.
noise they make, bro? They go meh.
Like and a million of them.
Yo, Happy Feet was a fire ass movie.
Great one.
Great one.
Or the Pebble one. The Pebble one was nice.
Fuck was the Pebble one,
Penguin and the Pebble. Pebble and the Penguin.
bro? Nah, I never saw that one, bro.
That's a good one. Happy Feet was tight though.
All right, go ahead. What you saying?
All right, so these scientists found that all of the poop that this massive, I don't know what you call it, we'll call it a herd, I don't know, a shit ton of penguins is doing, releases, methane or whatever type of gas into the air, which then helps combine with whatever's in the air, because it grabs onto particles and stuff, which then creates clouds.
Cool.
All right, so now
rain clouds or poop clouds?
Just in general. I don't know about.
Okay.
There's no poop. There's not poop coming out of these clouds, but clouds in general is good to block the sun. Right, and it's like a healthy style. Like these are all elements that are combining to go up there and do their thing. It's not going to hurt the planet or anything.
Is it a white cloud or is it a green cloud? Or is it a brown?
I think they were saying like you could smell like before you even see these penguins.
It's got a scent to it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's straight up cloud made of dookie stuff.
It's made of dookie.
And it blocks the sun to
help blanket the planet from the sun rays.
Sure, okay.
And it is contributing to help the planet from global warming. Now they still have
some areas.
They still have to do some more studies to like super verify this, but they've already like confirmed that like this is something that happens, but they don't know the percentage of how much it helps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it seems like a natural thing that's happening, so it's probably always happened, and I don't know the percent in which it truly attributes to reversing the problems of global warming.
But it
probably
helps.
Just like helps. Yeah, but it's always helped,
It's always helped, but like we're doing all these other things as human beings that are wrecking it and blah 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 blah. But maybe this is something we could look into.
Go humans.
This is something we could look into to.
You still team
assist.
human over here, bro?
I want to live. I want my kid to live.
Team human, bro.
But I also want the planet to live. I don't want the planet to like destroy us as it's currently trying to do.
The planet is also team human, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It likes us, bro.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Yo, do you think this is just random or whatever? You think oil only comes from fossil fuels? Like a dinosaur that died a bajillion years ago has somehow made oil from its bones and is trickling back the fuck up?
I think that is part of it, but I'm sure there's got to be another way. Like what?
Like is oil natural, or is it only because of old ass dinosaurs that died and now we have a limited supply? I feel like it's natural. Like fucking water comes out of a mountain is natural.
I would say when it comes to the natural oil, like how if you would specifically call it natural oil, like it has to be something that was something living or something at some point, and then as layers of earth, grow over it, it does its whole process. I couldn't tell you the whole process.
Yeah, some refinery shit.
Yeah,
but does it only come from?
It sits there.
Live
but I think
things?
I think we definitely have artificial oil. We definitely have.
Well, like oil that comes out of the earth.
Oil that comes out of the earth has to stay in the earth for a hot minute before it's
can come out, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. And I'm saying like are we not right now always also contributing into putting shit in the ground to refine some oil way later anyways?
I think that
So that the process seems like it's always going to happen, and the idea of there being oil reserves that run out, and once it runs out, we're really going to be fucked now. I don't think that.
we got other ways.
Yeah, there's
to
other
make
ways.
oil.
I don't know. I hear that shit sometimes with niggas talking about money and oil. I'm like, nigga, that shit ain't like even if you mine a deposit of diamonds or some shit or gold, right? Say you mine the whole thing till it's fucking dry.
Yeah.
That don't mean in that spot
There's
there will never be gold ever again. It will take a long time again.
yeah.
That's all.
Agreed.
But it don't mean like, oh, now it's it. You done took it all.
But
now
it
we
takes
got
like
zero. It takes a long ass time.
a stupid amount of time, thousands, hundreds of thousands of
Yeah,
years
yeah.
for that. And then like oil business, like oil for cars, like to refine it and turn into gasoline. That's the best shit.
It's the best shit.
That's the best shit. The old shit.
Is that the best like liquid form of energy or
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else. I mean, you can
Even though it says gas,
like just
comes out.
just like you can get certain liquors if you get certain
Yo.
alcohol.
Why it called gas, bro?
I don't know.
But when I fucking put it in my car, sometimes it spills all over the fucking place. Why is it called gas though?
I don't know.
But it come out as a liquid though.
Google it.
Yo, what the fuck? They fucked up on the simulation with that one. That's a coding problem right there.
I mean, you have
That's funny, though.
that's a good point though.
Yeah, I'm just
Because
bullshitting, bro.
gas is a
It's
state-
gas.
it's a state of a liquid.
Yeah, it's true.
So you have
So it probably happens
liquid,
within your tank that turns it into the
gas.
gas. Yeah, I get it now.
you know what I mean? So that is a weird concept. So
I get it. Listen, when it goes in your car as liquid, it probably burns through the gas, and then out your exhaust is the liquid portion coming out as smoke. I guess that makes sense, but
well,
it
you
just sounds
burning
stupid.
gas.
Just sounds stupid.
Burning it.
Putting gas in
But
my
it-
car.
But it's fucking refined.
This nigga's you putting liquid in your car, bro. You putting petrol in your car, bro.
But it's also after it's refined, they add mad bullshit to it as well. That's why you
Yeah.
have different levels of gas. Like you have 89, 87, 98.
Yeah, there's a new shit at Sheets now.
Flex.
What's it called? Ethanol free or something?
Yeah, ethanol.
Ethanol free.
That's cheap.
That's
gas.
good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's cheaper.
I wouldn't always.
I thought it
always
was
put
more expensive.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's way cheaper.
Oh fuck! I gotta start using it.
I use it once in a while, but like right now, you got to go. Yeah, the sheets to get that shit.
And it's better.
Is
Nah,
it
probably not
better?
If it's cheaper, it can't be better, bro.
I don't think it's better, but I think it's gonna get you where you gotta go. But I just wouldn't use it all the time.
Is it better for the environment if it's ethanol free?
I don't know.
What the fuck does ethanol even do? I don't know. I don't know enough what it does
It's
to
ethanol, bro.
ethanol.
Ethanol. What the fuck?
How do you know, bro? You doctor, bro?
Because I've been to school. I've been to school.
You can pronounce
bro.
it however you want, bro. Potato, bro.
Or whatever. As long as somebody knows what you're fucking talking about, I guess.
Ethanol.
Ethanol.
Ethanol. Ethanol.
This nigga reading it
Ethanol.
at the pump. Should I get this ethanol?
And they're like, judging from why you're saying it, no.
Probably not.
Probably not.
And you can only get it for like, standard
Ethanol.
motor.
Let me get that.
Standard motor
Ethanol.
takes regular gas. You can't put that in a car that needs like a better gas.
Premium
or it'll
shit.
fuck it up. Yeah, premium.
Premium, bro.
Definitely, obviously
Super.
not diesel. But yeah, it's an option. It's not a bad. I have some in my car right now. I got some yesterday.
Our car's really fucking up the ozone layer. What's really fucking it up, bro?
Everybody.
But like, I hear you, but what's really fucking? If you had like a list of top 10 things truly fucking it up, is it us trying to go to space? Wouldn't that make a big deal? Isn't that a big deal?
Yeah.
We up there fucking with it.
Yeah, but us going to space, it's it's us building things to go to space, us building cars, us having a bajillion cars that aren't to, some kind of regulatory status or some shit.
But they
Aerosol
up there,
cans, all hairspray.
Aerosol. You think hairspray is the top
I'm just saying it contributes.
contributor? I'm thinking like hairspray compared to going to space is definitely a big gap between that shit.
Agreed, but like however we're making it doesn't help. And it's been proven that over the whatever back in the day.
What if we just stop going to space, bro, to protect the ozone layer?
Nah, we can't.
That's a bad idea.
Space. We can't stop going to space.
But then we wouldn't be fucking with the ozone layer that we want to protect. So
yeah,
bad.
but us going up through it doesn't mean shit. It's us
We're
fucking up the
poking
layer.
holes in it.
We're not poking holes.
How
in
we
it,
getting
bro.
out of it? We're burning a motherfucking hole and we're burning another one when we come back
I
down.
don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's not helping either, but
I don't think that
we up there blowing shit up there, bro.
we got mad space garbage.
We think that shit go right up in the layers of the ozone, and then whatever's in the rocket probably ain't good for the sky. It's gonna fuck it up there, bro.
We need to protect the ozone.
I'm just saying.
How does the layers go? Is
Stop blaming me. Blame NASA, bro.
Is it ozone, atmosphere, then stratosphere, or all those together?
Oh, shit. Let's ask the internet. Hold on.
Like, how does
That's
that
a good
go?
one.
Or is the ozone over? Stratosphere is when you're out of, like, our ozone. Like, out of our... You know what I'm saying? Once you break that, then you're free falling.
Divided
forever.
into 5 main layers.
Word.
All right, here we go. The troposphere.
Okay, that's the first layer.
That's the first layer. I'm not going to say all that shit. Stratosphere.
Oh.
Mesosphere.
Okay.
Thermosphere. Exosphere.
Mm.
All right.
No
All right.
ozone?
The first one is like clouds and shit. Next one is like the ozone layer. The stratosphere has the ozone layer in it.
Okay, word.
Which absorbs harmful UV radiation. So that's probably what we're fucking up.
That's what we've been fucking up.
Been fucking that shit up. And mesosphere is some cold shit where meteors burn. Okay, we just gotta go through that bullshit. Then after that, it just gets colder. That's it, yeah. It's just colder, bro. But yeah, essentially the stratosphere is technically probably the most important one that keeps us protected. You know, that little contact lens protecting us from the motherfucking
ozone. We need it.
And it's got holes in it.
We need it, bro.
Holes.
Like, I remember
What if we are in a dome, bro? What if that shit means we're in a dome?
been in a dome.
But like a literal dome? Like we can't get out of it unless we bust through it?
No, you don't have to. Well, you have to. We'll say this: you have to get away from the gravity to bust through it.
You gotta fucking...
Yeah, you gotta have mad power going straight up, and
So that means we're not supposed to be leaving.
yeah, technically, but that's not the point of.
True. We gonna leave, bro. We gonna do what we gonna do.
Yeah, like we have. Do we have? I mean, we probably have to, because we know that at some point this planet is done. We're taking full advantage of this planet and its resources, and at some point, if everybody can't come together and find a way to like truly regulate it, respect it, and not take advantage of it, there's not gonna be enough food, enough anything for all of the human beings. We'll say that. There's mad animals that will adapt. Maybe human beings will, but they'll be all fucked up.
I think we'll be all right, bro. Team Human. There's so much land we never even been to, bro. So
True.
there's some vast amounts of niggas in Canada got like
But
insane amounts of
if you
forest, bro.
chop down all the trees, let's say we chop down all the trees.
Impossible.
On the planet, but let's say we do.
Okay, let's say we do.
Then what?
Bald ass planet. We got bald planet, bro.
Yeah, there's no shade for nothing. The planet's gonna heat up.
What's wrong with bald people? They cool.
Nah, nigga. There's mad trees. There's mad trees. Not
Yo, usually
soaking in the carbon dioxide and releasing it as oxygen. We gonna be,
alright,
or we
bro.
gonna be some hybrid ass, ugly ass motherfuckers on this planet,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Like a
Niggas
bald
in
dude, bro. You ever
caves.
see like a bald dude? He be like, you ever see a bald dude that's just mad skinny? Not really. They usually like jacked for some reason. You're like, oh,
I don't know, 50-50.
I never see no skinny
I
bald
see
dudes,
skinny
bro.
bald dudes. What do you mean? Niggas lose their hair.
Like off a disease?
Or just age.
Like an old skinny bald dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
you
see
like,
that.
if you,
I'm thinking like a regular 30-something-year-old dude. Like,
yeah, if you 30 years old,
you done seen your hairline
and
fall
you
back
bald
and
as hell,
balded it up.
didn't shave shit, and you bald as hell and skinny as hell.
You looking like a bad planet.
You need to go to the doctor.
You need to go to the doctor. You need some vitamins and some shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
something, bro.
Something,
Like,
bro.
there's
Yeah,
something up
something,
with
something,
your ass. Unless maybe you're the evolution. Maybe you're the new human, and then all the men and women and kids will all be bald,
Like the aliens, bro.
like the fuck.
Damn, they're fucking bald and skinny. Fuck.
As far as we know,
True.
do we know?
Yo, did you see those little Chinese boxing matches? Robot boxing matches?
I saw the clip.
Yeah, with the remote control though. They got like a fucking, it's like a, like a RC car they doing with this shit.
Yeah,
It's funny looking.
like battle bots,
Yeah, that shit.
but with like
Bro, do they still have that show? If they had that shit now, them motherfuckers would be crazy.
I've seen.
That show was
They had this cool that maybe like a year ago. So I think that they still do it.
That show was dope, bro.
They have to still do it, but I don't think that like the network want to put it out there. I think it's still like a challenge, like for colleges and stuff like that.
So it's like we gotta YouTube it now. It ain't on.
Yeah, but I don't
ain't
think
on
they're like,
MTV no
hey, we
more.
got the series going. It's just like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
we're coming together like
Some
underground.
fucking money, bro. Battle bots, underground,
Great show.
robot, RC, Coliseum or some shit.
But now you got these, we'll call them boxing bots,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they don't got no weapons on them.
Nah, they just.
But what if they had that shit?
Got,
What if they get nuts?
they got headgear and fucking boxing.
Like, what if they get nuts
And they look
and they
like
put,
little kids.
put
That
like a
shit is so-
blade saw on the forearm of one of them motherfuckers? Zing.
Why they look
Dude
like
got a
little
shield.
Kids. Why they look like little kids? It's so funny to me, bro. It's like little kids boxing, bro.
It looks cool, but like, it's
You
just.
saw the nigga did the kick, bro.
Yeah, this
he
shit
was
was-
like, yee. That shit had me dying, bro.
That shit was cool.
Ah, shit. And when
But-
the nigga went down, and he was counting to 10. The nigga said 9. That motherfucker went like mad quick. Got up. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Bro?
You gotta like rip the circuits out of that.
That nigga
motherfucker.
got up with this quickness. I said, get him, Rock.
It's cool but scary.
That shit is funny, bro. And that seems like a hilarious form of entertainment. To like,
I think it'll
Robo
I think
fights.
it'll flourish, but
remember
I
the
think,
movie Real Steel?
Yeah, great movie.
Isn't that like robot fighting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're in a robot, or he's like copying what a robot do. I think he's copying it, right? Or no, what he's doing the robot do.
Yeah, like he puts on like a suit, right?
Yeah, he's wired up or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's not in the motherfucker like Iron Man, I don't think.
Yeah. He's not in it.
Yeah,
They're
that
not
movie
in
was
it.
great.
Yeah, that movie is.
That would
was a
be
great
sick.
movie.
That would be sick if like niggas is
It's coming.
niggas is fighting with these little robot kids
coming.
with a remote control. Next step, put my VR on. Let me fight
It's
little
coming.
robot kids with my VR headset.
It's coming, bro.
You got games on your phone? Shut the fuck.
Shit is real. Yeah, and then it's like you just little kids bring. You got a bully at school. You just bring
Oh,
your
God.
robot in.
Bring
Oh,
your
you-
robot
what-
in.
What you gonna say to me today?
Where's Timmy? Timmy's at home.
Robot.
I'm Mega Timmy.
Robot putting nigga in a headlock,
I'm gonna bring my robot to school.
give him wedgies.
That would be kind of wild.
That would
But
be
how far
bad.
the range would be like the real thing here. Like
That would be bad.
if I'm in my house, bro, and I'm sending the robot to grocery shop and shit,
Oh my
How
God.
far is the range? You know what I'm saying? But if I can only like do shit within my own house, that would be alright.
Just be a robot maid.
They got robots in Japan, like in the back of the fucking the gas station coolers. Like you know how they put the soda in the fucking cooler?
Yeah.
They got a robot that do it, and the motherfucker that controls the robot works at home. And he just in his house doing it. That's crazy, right?
I didn't see any of that when I was
That's
there.
crazy, bro. But the homie might be handicapped, and that might be like the only job they could have type shit and
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
come
that.
on,
They put in the
man.
mix, but I'm like, hey, that's just your entry point. At that point, that's just your entry point, and you know, I'm gonna be seeing y'all everywhere. These robots gonna be everywhere, bro.
That shit is gonna be nuts, dude. Terminator, bro.
What if a robot was walking on the street like regular, right? And you were like, yo, give me a piggyback ride, nigga. He's just like,
What is this robot? Is this robot?
that'd be great.
Is this robot on the street just to help everybody?
Anybody
or
who
is this
asks
robot somebody's robot on a
It's just
mission?
a street robot. You could ask it whatever.
Public service robot?
Yeah. Public robot, bro.
All right. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna get abused as fuck. Mad motherfuckers gonna be asking that thing.
Yo, robot. Go pick this up for me. Yo, robot.
Yeah, and he's gonna turn on a motherfucker.
Take this shit over there. Yo,
After 6 months of that shit,
can't turn.
I guess it depends on what town you put it in.
Put it in this town, bro.
Yeah, it's done.
Put it right on the square,
It's
bro.
done, bro.
Pushing the robot into the waterfall and shit, or whatever the fountain.
It's done.
Yo, robot. Go steal from that store over there.
Yeah, dude. It's done. Even if it says it can't do it, it's gonna get spray painted, and and it's gonna get tired of carrying people, picking things up, carrying.
It's gonna
You
do
know what
it,
I
bro.
mean?
It's gonna do it, bro.
It's gonna lose its mind.
Eventually, I feel like there'd be a human out there that would be like a defender of the robots, bro. That might be our first superhero.
There already
bro.
is.
Oh, we got some robot defenders.
Absolutely. That's why
Well, they're not
they're
on the street or
creating.
anything yet, but people be like, you don't want to see a robot. Like, if you out on the street, bro, be for real though. If you was on the square, right,
Mhm.
and there's a public robot, a trash picking up robot, right?
Yeah.
He just picking up trash. You at the Fine Arts Fiesta, right?
Yeah.
This nigga's picking up somebody's hot dog, and all of a sudden, some kids are kicking the robot around so that it stops it from doing his job. And the robot is just like not doing anything to these kids. Just like
continuing with his
continuing
job.
trying to pick up the objective here, you know?
I'm gonna run over and stop the kids.
What would you do?
Watch the kids beat the robot up, and then watch one of them kids get their ass kicked. That motherfucker is gonna do something.
He's like, just wait, 3 more hits. They hit the robot 3 more times. The nigga eyes gonna turn red, and it's on like doggy.
Mistake one of them little kids' legs for like a chicken leg and just grip that motherfucker. Yeah, some funk. Put him in the trash can.
Put
like,
him in the trash can.
Yeah.
Just go up to the
Damn.
robot and be like, yo, robot, these kids are trash.
Oh yeah. Yo, yeah, nah, I would
The
let that.
kids
I
are
would let that
trash.
shit play out. I'm not getting involved with that.
I would yell at her, yo, yo, yo. Yeah, like some shit like that. Like,
I want to see.
Yo.
I want to see if this
yeah,
robot,
motherfucking robot alone, bro.
this little black eyes turn red.
Little black eyes turn. Wow. He's like,
camera-
oh, shit.
I'll be like, I told everybody.
I was there when it happened, bro. His eyes turned.
Me and Zanai, I'll be sitting there, and because I already told her like, don't mess with them jumps. Now, hey, how about we sit down? I'm gonna get some food. We gonna watch these.
We're gonna watch
We gonna watch these kids.
if I'm right, and then watch this robot flip
and
out.
then it's like, see, I told you.
told
so.
you so, motherfucker.
I told you
Now
so.
push him in the fountain.
Don't mess with him. Don't mess with them. They gotta be like half man, half robot, like RoboCop.
What if it was like didn't look humanoid? It was just like a bullshit service bot.
Like
a
they
trash-
already have like the security robot bots. You ever see them jumps?
I only seen like ones that look like dogs, bro.
Oh, they have these jumps that look like big ass. What is it, R2D2, right?
Oh, like
So he looked like a trash can.
cylinders or whatever.
Yeah, they have some big ass ones that are like for security,
Excuse me.
and they roll around. Like I think they got some in New York City. I know they got some in some airports and shit. And then just roll around like identifying people.
Shit.
And I think you could ask it like for help, like where is this, where's that type
Give me
of
a
thing.
piggyback ride.
I don't know if you can ride them. I don't know if you can ride those motherfuckers.
Piggyback ride, bro.
But they already have like prototypes that they put out there. I don't know if they're like permanent fixtures to all these places that I'm thinking of, but they've done it already. Have they been helpful? I don't know. I didn't like read the study, but they already got some jumps.
At the very least, it's seeing some shit. If it ain't really doing much shit, it's
just monitoring.
Yeah, it's
I don't
monitoring
think it's like pulling out like an arm and like tasering people or anything.
Pulls out
like
a
that.
baton.
Yeah, it's just letting
Tase combo.
the people police know like, yo, this cat.
And it's got a
this or
presence to
whatever.
it, like a security
yeah.
guard would. A big dude in front of the spy. That's a presence to that.
Mobile security camera.
Yeah.
For the
You
most part.
see them little dog motherfuckers, right? With the little,
I've seen the crazy dog ones.
they move quick, they jump, they do all this mobility shit. They don't even got no head, bro. It's just a box with fucking
Sensors.
4 legs and shit.
Sensors
yeah.
and cameras.
Mad sensors. They got motherfuckers equipment on it like guns and shit, bro. Like if we got that shit in the military, bro,
I think we have it, bro.
we definitely have it. But like, I don't think everybody got that shit.
Not everybody. I think we
got
like
it.
this area specifically.
Yeah.
And you might have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I saw that we already bought one of those,
Shit.
but we haven't like utilized it. It's just like sitting there.
Yeah, it's probably just at the parades. They ain't even
Some.
really using it.
But like whatever, they got a guy that knows how to use it or something, but there's some kind of fund blockage to put it out there, or maybe some sort of thing we got to pass. But you could use them for, hey, there's something crazy going on in the house. You send the robot dog in first.
Yeah.
Or there's a fire. You send the robot dog in first. Shit like that. So, like, that's kind of why we bought it. Or, like, a bomb or something like that.
Bomb
you know what I mean?
Shit. Yeah.
And that thing can go in and check it out. But, yeah, it's not like it's got a gun on it or anything like that.
They could probably put guns on it, though.
They probably already did, dude. I know they had. I saw. This shit is insane, bro. Why am I? Anyway, I know they. You know how they have the robots that are like people, like the style of a person walking around.
Yeah.
Arms, legs.
Humanoids.
Ga.
Androids.
They are already like training these cats or programming them to shoot like handguns.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude.
Probably goofy looking for right now.
But they're low key accurate, bro. So it's like this guy, like if he's not, whoever the programmer is, like if you lose security over that program or access to this motherfucker's,
It can shoot you.
yeah, it'll turn on you.
Yeah, just don't give it any bullets.
Just don't give it any.
Shit
Then it'll
can't
probably beat you with the
Shit
gun.
can't make bullets. Like if it could though, it just has a machine inside of it that just makes casings.
That
and
would be
shit.
nuts.
That would be fucking nuts.
Don't give him ideas.
I'm giving them ideas. Fuck.
Yeah, we're fucked, bro.
I'm alright though. We're not criminals, nigga. We're not on the run and shit.
I'm just saying, like,
You're a
it's
good guy, bro.
yeah, bro. But
You're
I'm
honest
just, I'm
dude.
just saying,
Robots
I'm just
gonna
saying,
love you, bro.
You could be part of like a massacre. You could be part of like, okay,
you don't catch me outside
I'm going,
like that.
No, I'm going to this event,
I'm not going.
and somebody, you gonna go.
I gotta go.
You want some of the food, and you want to enjoy the event, and maybe
I'm going.
family and friends is going.
You
You're
said
gonna
food.
Go.
You said food. I'm
You
going.
already know. You're gonna go, and then
Shut
all of a
up.
sudden, some asshole that's mad about something sends a robot in there or hacks a robot that's walking around in there
They would
just to stir it up.
I would hope that they would all be super monitored already.
You would hope.
I would hope. That's
But
all I can say.
I would say this to
Like
that.
our phones are like kind of always being monitored.
Our phones we're fucked with our phones.
But like if this thing can always be monitored by whatever other company all the time, even if it's off or whatever the fuck they say, then I would hope that any humanoid android robot that's ever made is also being tracked that well, the same way, if not better.
Even the FBI gets hacked, bro. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Like, there's no whoever wants to do it. If they have enough, gumption or whatever, enough enthusiasm to get it done for whatever reason, it's possible, bro.
I get it. I don't see any super nerd hackers wanting to just harm a bunch of people. They might be paid to super hack something, but I don't think like that's their incentive. They just do shit like super hack shit to prove a point. It's usually the reason most of those super nerd hackers do that shit. They'd be like, "Yeah, I could get in, and now you got to pay me."
You gotta just hope the hacker
don't get bought out,
or had like a bad childhood, or mad at their dad, mad at their mom.
Them bells is ringing.
Yeah, it's church.
It's 12 on the dizzy. 12:01 right now. Bro, them bells is bang, 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 bang.
There's like 10 churches over here.
Golly.
But yeah. Yeah, who knows, bro?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but for sure, tech, if I could say when I was like 13-year-old to now.
Shit's looking sci-fi out here.
Bro, Terminator, bro.
Shit's looking real sci-fi out here, bro.
It's getting closer and
looking
closer.
Real What if like we could just... What if all the fucking shit we used to watch of humans having superpowers turns out to be real in time?
I think it will be to some degree.
Gotta even out all this crazy sci-fi shit. We can't be having just robots, bro. We gotta have like superhumans too. You know what I'm saying? Gotta balance it out. The planet gonna give us something, bro. He gonna give us something in the air. Gonna drop something down on the ozone layer.
Superhumans.
We're gonna have to be breathing some shit in, turn us into superhumans or some shit.
Superhumans due to evolution or due to like scientists making them?
Evolution, G. Like just something like innate about us. Like if you deep down thought you had a superpower, what would that shit be? And then it would be that. That's it. That would be it.
I don't know, man.
You don't get to pick, like in My Hero, they call random quirk shit. And they don't get to pick, so sometimes a nigga come out looking like a lizard and shit. Or sometimes niggas just got whack ass powers.
I mean,
that's so stupid. It's fucked up. It's good shit.
I don't think anybody's gonna be able to like breathe fire or anything like that ever.
Why not?
I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't think a human being could ever do it. There's no even animal that could like breathe fire.
Have you been to a magic show?
Yeah. But
Come on, they got fire breathers.
Yeah, but they gotta put the alcohol in their mouth. Now, is there?
What if they bodies make the alcohol?
Is there like their spit is
like a
alcohol?
gland? All of a sudden they get a new.
They're never gonna
gland.
be able to. They'll never be able to spark it and spit it at the same time. You're gonna need like a lighter with you.
You need to eat a lot of crackers and shit. Dry ass mouth.
I think that there could probably be like people that could withstand certain things a lot more than other people, as there is today.
That's probably way more believable. Honestly.
But like like somebody that could like jump in a vat of acid and be like, I'm straight, like I'm good. Or handle crazy coldness and be good. Crazy heat and be good.
There's some people that could just be out in the, how, like you for a motherfucker, you'd be out in the winter with shorts on and shit, like straight, like you don't belong here, bro. How you out here with shorts on?
Yeah, but that's different.
And flip flops and shit. How's that different?
It depends on like how cold it is and how long I'm in the cold. I can only take it so long. Like I can't stand out there in a t-shirt and shorts at like 3 below, like at all.
You gotta train, nigga.
But yeah, is there people that can do that without getting frostbitten?
Yeah, I guess.
Yo, you saw the dude. You saw the dude that paraglided. Oh, who was he? He's an Asian cat. He was paragliding, and he got caught in some kind of like a Arctic, like a wind. Like I don't want to say a storm.
Okay.
I forget what you call it. There's a term for it. He gets caught in this bitch and goes crazy high into the sky. He like can't get out of it.
Oh shit.
Comes down, he's like frostbitten as fuck. He's like, I think like the highest cat to ever
He came
gone.
back though?
He came back, he's alive.
Holy shit.
But yeah, Cardinal Gust, that shit is nuts. But he lived, word, but
Did you ever do that hand gliding or paraglide, whatever that shit's called?
I've never done hang gliding or paragliding, but I would love to.
Like if I would want to do that flying squirrel suit shit. You know what I'm saying?
God, I'd rather just straight skydive and I don't know. I don't.
Nah, I want to be able to like glide around and shit. You know?
I know what you're talking about. That shit is nuts.
It look crazy.
You can go crazy far doing that too if you got skills.
You just gotta get on them. You just gotta first climb a
I
mountain.
just want to fall. I don't want to catch no gusts and then. Who's gonna pick me up? Like I gotta find a destination. Like I gotta jump out this plane, and you can go like 3+ miles.
I don't want to jump out of a plane with the suit though. I want to jump off of a mountain, like a cliff or something,
Word.
and then like, I don't know.
That's
I just
scary.
Yeah,
That's
it's
dangerous.
pretty wild. Because what if you don't catch nothing? You just fall straight down and now you're dead.
I mean, you're gonna catch something because you're gonna fall at a certain speed. So you're
Okay.
going
You're
to,
gonna catch some shit.
as long as you have that right jump off point, you're gonna go somewhere. But like, are you going to make it? Like, are you going through a whole bunch of like canyons and all this stuff? Or are you over like a crazy flat field?
Yeah, that's the difference, right?
Or over the ocean?
Because if it's flat, who can whatever.
Yeah, you can,
You're just falling slower.
Yeah,
But
I
if
mean,
it's
you're
canyons,
gonna go somewhere, especially
Yeah,
if you angle yourself some way. But like, are you like? Let's just say you're not that good, and the wind is some type of fucking way.
Yeah, it just
Like,
blows
are you
you
about
into
to
a fucking rock face?
Yeah,
or
you're
something.
coming down to a bunch of crazy ass trees or crazy ass rocks, jagged ass rocks.
Just flap my wings, bro.
Yeah, flap. Oh my God, you're dead, bro.
Dead, bro.
And if you ain't dead, you handicapped.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting fucked up from that shit for sure.
I'm gonna be in the suit permanently, bro.
I don't know. I don't think I would do that. Have you ever bungee jumped?
No, I've only ever jumped off a bridge into some water.
I've jumped off some high shit into some water. I've also bungee jumped like 3 times,
Damn.
which is pretty cool. That's like very intense when you do the bungee jump.
Seems.
It is, because you're just falling. Like, you go on that ride like the Dominator or whatever, take you up, drop you. But you're like in a harness and all that, like at an amusement park. But imagine that with nothing.
Just yeet.
And dude, you're laughing so hard when you do it because you're so scared of what just happened. You're like, I'm alive. This was retarded. Like, but it's super fun.
Shit.
It's super fun. You ever? I always kind of sort of wanted to try one of those. The slingshot jump where there's 2 people
At
that
the
sit in that
amusement
chair.
park and shit?
Yeah, and they just launch.
Yeah,
you.
I never tried it, but
I'd be scared of those.
I'll
Man.
be, yeah.
I've been around.
I don't. Go ahead.
I've been around like 2 of them, and then the opportunity is right there. There's always some whack ass price though. That's like a weird ass ride. Like if you're at an amusement park and they got that shit,
You gotta pay different for
yeah,
that.
they're gonna be like it's $20 a person or whatever, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm kind of high. I don't know if I want to do that shit.
I don't need like a crazy thrill to be thrilled. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool to try it one time though,
yeah.
just so you could say you did it.
You can say that.
And then that feeling, bro, maybe never do it again. Do it one time and you're like, man, all right.
That's how I feel
get
about
it.
cocaine, bro. It's like, bro, nah, this ain't me.
Cocaine.
You ever done cocaine, bro?
Is we spilling beans on this motherfucker?
Is that illegal? It is illegal. Allegedly.
I mean, yeah, allegedly. Twice.
Allegedly twice. Good or bad time?
I honestly couldn't call it.
That's what exactly. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm not gonna
I
waste
couldn't
all
call
this
it.
other
I didn't
shit.
do a lot of it. And
Right. I don't even know what the fuck a lot is, you know?
A lot. I know what a lot is, bro. Trust.
Scarface.
I ain't gonna
was a
say
lot.
extra, but like I'm just
Scarface.
saying, like for whatever I did with the people I was with when I did
Allegedly,
it.
or
Allegedly.
not sure if his memory serves. He don't even know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I was doing.
I was already having a good time. I was already low key faded, like, and then the thing pops up and it's like, I'm good. Come on, and it's like, all right, fine, fuck it. So like, I don't know if that mixed in with the other fadedness. Even did I stay up? Did I stay up later than I would normally? Did I run faster? Did I jump up? Like I don't like I couldn't call it because I was in at both times. I've been in a fantastic situation, having a great time.
It was already in a good mood.
Yeah, it wasn't like again already in a good mood. So to just do it, we'll say dry, if you will, or like not on nothing at all. I don't know. I've never not like that.
And I'm really not that interested.
Yeah, and fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not.
And fuck that. Like I wasn't even trying to. Anyway.
I like water. You know what I'm saying?
How about you?
Water.
But how about you? How was yours?
It was like a spontaneous thing.
Allegedly
Spontaneous things, like somebody's birthday, and that was their gift to the people who came to the birthday.
Oh, word.
Yeah. And so I was like, I can't turn down a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
But for the rest of the day, I was just like a tag along for the party stuff. Anyway, it's like not my decision to do anything we did. So I was like, I'm here for whatever.
But you didn't feel some type of way.
Yeah, my teeth felt weird. Other than like weird feelings like that, nah, I don't think I felt any other type of way.
Yeah, you didn't feel extra.
I felt like a little numb in my mouth and shit like that, but I was just like, yeah, never again.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm good on this, bro. I'm good on this.
You ever been around some cats that you know for a fact did too much?
Or totally coked out?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Oh, I have.
Probably not. Maybe I just thought they were crazy.
Yeah, but these cats did a gang.
Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is chaotic energy.
You ever heard of I feel like we talked about this back in the day. You ever have a woo blunt?
A woo? Was that some lace shit?
Yeah, like Wu-Tang, woo blunt.
Why is it Wu-Tang, bro?
Because that's how you would spell it.
No affiliation with Wu-Tang?
I don't want to associate them with it, but I always like to think.
Is it just like some lace shit in your blunt?
Yeah, it's just like, roll up like that Swisher Sweet and you sprinkle like a line of Coke on that jump.
Oh, yeah, you get extra, bro.
But did that do anything?
You're just going to be extra
allegedly
high. Maybe a little hyper.
I don't know.
It ain't like you're putting dust like Angel does or that PCP shit.
No, not like that at all.
Yeah.
Not like that at all. But I would say, like,
that should take
anybody that I saw doing that, I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're wasting your cocaine right now.
Nah, you get a benefit from, you could smoke that shit. I'm pretty sure you could, like.
I don't know.
You could, bro. I don't fuck with that shit to know anything about it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really mind. I was, funny shit about cocaine. Not really funny, but I'm on ChatGPT. I'm like, yo, ChatGPT, is cocaine illegal everywhere? It's like, yes. I'm being very summarizing of this, by the way. Yeah. It's like, yes. I'm like, okay. But we know for a fact that it's being distributed and made everywhere. And he's like, yes. That's illegal, right? Yes. Okay, so how is it getting shipped around if it's illegal as fuck? And then it's like, we're talking about corruption. Now this is like, now we're just talking about corruption and people on the high end buying people out at each level to have that happen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, so break it down. You got a place like an island. Say you're on an island. You could grow corn or you could grow pineapples to sell to make money, right? But that shit is baby money.
Cocoa.
Instead, you can make cocoa, which makes you actual money, but it's illegal. So you got to do it in secrecy, or you have to give up your islands. You have to give up like your islands.
It's not illegal to grow cocoa leaves everywhere.
Yeah, it's illegal to do it, bro. It's illegal.
No, it's not illegal to grow them.
If your land has no rules, then that's one thing. But like, if you're
Because they
selling
use that
it,
shit for other stuff.
I don't know, bro. It's illegal everywhere.
I think ChatGPT is fucking you over.
You want to
Because I'm pretty sure as a plant, you could grow that jump.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure you can grow it because you could put it in other stuff. It's just
What's the plant called?
I don't know, cocoa. I don't know, cocoa leaf plant. But I know, like, you could use it for other shit. It's just like, what are you doing with it? Like, are you breaking it down and doing the certain things to make it the drug, or are you breaking it down and making it some type of a spice or something, or an ingredient to something else?
All right. Some countries, it's legal. Most countries, illegal. Countries like Peru, Bolivia, shit like that, legal for the use of what they use it for.
Yeah.
Other countries, United States, Canada, Europe, classified as controlled substance, illegal. Everything in the UN, illegal. USA, Europe, illegal. But Peru and Bolivia.
What are other things that you can make with the cocoa leaf? It says chocolate.
Best known for cocaine. Coca tea, chewable coca leaves,
Okay.
coca candy, coca chewing gum, coca flour, coca based medicines, but it's mainly cocaine.
All right.
So here's where I was going with it, right? It's illegal to make this shit.
Yeah.
Your country can't do it. Let's say you're United States, whatever. You can't do it. But for some reason, cocaine runs everything.
Mm-hmm.
How? In my brain, I'm like, how? And I'm asking ChatGPT. You got a place like Cuba, we'll say, right? Cuba Island. They're not allowed to grow cocaine. They allowed to export, and they're allowed to export good shit. We'll just say pineapples and bananas for now. All right? And that makes a little bit of money. But as an island, you got to hide the fact that you're now growing cocaine somewhere else. And people got to come pick this shit up from your ports. Or you could ship it to their ports without being checked through. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get to a motherfucker's port, there's a whole nother process that happens for your ass to get caught. Oh, yeah. So the nigga on the boat got to get bought out. The niggas on the dock got to get bought out. The niggas at the airport got to get bought out. There's mad levels to this shit where you paying niggas to turn blind eye to allow insane amounts of cocaine to be moved around.
Yeah.
I'm talking moved around like Europe, nigga, like USA, nigga, Australia. They said you make cocaine on your island and sell it, it's $1,000. You make cocaine on your island and sell it to America, it's $10,000. You make cocaine, sell it to Australia, it's $250,000. Now we talking money here, bro.
Yeah.
And if I'm saying
people want it,
I don't want it. You don't want it.
People want it.
That's what I'm about to say, right? You don't give a fuck about it.
Not at all.
I don't give a fuck about it. You know some people that give a fuck about it.
I know a couple.
Would you say they good peoples? Or they all right?
Oh, yeah. Not all of them.
They straight?
Yeah.
They just like to have a good time.
It's just weird. Like, okay, bro. Like, I'll be right back. I'll be like, okay.
It don't leave no scent.
We'll say.
Like when you smoking Buddy. That leave a scent.
Yo, the good cats that I know.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's just like whatever. They have the extra bread and they like the feeling. They're good.
Yeah,
they're good people. But I know a couple cats like they need it. And then when they get nutty, it get too nutty. Like you don't want to be around them.
Right.
Like I don't hang out with them no more or nothing like that. But like those cats,
they're addicted.
They're addicted and
they're abusing.
Again, they got the bread. So it's like if you got the bread, like whatever, bro. If you got the bread and you got the plug, whatever, rock out, man.
Like, how the fuck is a boat to bring a shipment of cocaine around the world cool? How the fuck is that cool? That shit blows my mind.
It's legally not cool, but it's entirely possible.
So now, if you were a dude who wants to buy like who's buying the giant quantities of the cocaine, right?
The guy that's gonna make a lot of money.
Who got that though?
Like just how you started with, okay, this cat in Cuba.
Yeah.
This shit is
Nobody. He's a farmer who has a lot of land who don't make no goddamn bread.
This is a G. If you get it in Cuba.
If you sell it in Cuba.
It's a G.
Yeah.
But if I send it overseas, wherever, we'll say 10 rack, United States.
Right.
Word. So this cat in Cuba, after he pays off whoever or whatever, however his organization is going.
I don't think the Cuban guy is paying anybody. He's just a farmer. It's the people who gotta buy it from the nigga.
Well, yeah, if we're going that route.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that nigga just a farmer, bro.
If I'm the plug and I got farmers in Cuba,
right?
Word.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm paying him pennies to make this shit.
Right. He's gonna probably pay well.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
bread.
make the G.
Right.
But it's gonna go over here. Somebody in America is gonna give me 10 rack. Now let's just say that 10 rack, I gotta spend like 3 rack to get it there. Right.
Right.
So then I get whatever's left over, which would be what? I get like 4 or 5 rack off of that. Off of the G.
You're making bread.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's some government security shit that's got to be bypassed for that to happen.
Yeah. And I paid for it.
How are you paying for it? Like, who are you to have paid for that type of shit? You have to be a substantial person to be able to pay for government security to go hush-hush on shit.
It's just the route.
You got to be like a politician or some shit. You know what I mean? You got to be like
you don't have to be a politician.
You got to be somebody.
Maybe I got to pay a politician.
You got to pay somebody important in the government. Got to touch some bullshit cocaine money to then allow that. That's where I'm at with it, right?
There's a zigzag path. All I'm saying is if it's a G for me, like let's just say it costs me a G to get this amount of cocaine.
Okay.
Right? But I'm going to make 10 over there. I'm going to have everybody figure all this out, blah, 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 for said amount.
That blah, 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 blah part is what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
I don't really care about the street dealer making a profit.
There's an unbelievable amount of different ways
to get
it
shit
from there to there.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, by a boat, but what kind of boat? What about a plane?
Could take a plane or a private jet.
Am I shoving it in human beings?
That'd be
crazy. Am I putting it in like a shipping container? You know what I mean?
Could
like
pack the car up or whatever, all that type of shit.
Well, you ain't driving a car from Cuba to the United States,
but like Mexico's right by Cuba, you could get the shipment to Mexico up right to the border type shit.
Boom.
You're right. There are mad different ways to go about this. I was only saying like, since it's government security shit that would have caught all that shit in the first place, that has to be overlooked. So that is a lot of corruption. Just the fact that that shit exists, like cocaine exists all over the place. A motherfucker could get cocaine almost anywhere. The fact that that is a possibility, that means we hella corrupt, bro.
Oh,
like, not just we, like,
yeah.
the world is being rolled around, like, moved by cocaine, bro. Like, that's really what's moving shit around.
Yeah.
The corruption part of it.
For
and,
sure.
What the fuck? How you can't spend your money on drugs. Like, if you had bread, you worked, and you spent your money and you bought drugs with it, it's going to be on a record that you did that shit. So you have to make money.
I didn't get it at like a register. I'm not getting a receipt for this. Who's
I'm just saying, like,
me?
If you were a person who had say you wanted to buy a bundle, like, you don't want to buy 1,000, you don't want to buy 1 kilo. Like, this is like low end criminals.
I'm buying this for myself.
Yeah.
Or am I buying it to send it somewhere? Am I buying it for personal use?
Like, who buys the boatload of it? If something comes off the boat, who's buying that? That's a lot, right?
That should be a lot.
That's
I mean, it should be.
Should be a lot of money. Let's say it's like $500,000. Let's say that, right? Now you're not gonna like go to your bank account and then pull out $500,000 and then buy that cocaine with it,
Well, you could
because
do
there's a paper trail there.
offshore accounts and
You
stuff.
could do some weird shit. I'm saying that there's got to be a way that you fabricated making your own money that the IRS has no idea that you made. And I feel like this is what happens when you move these fundraiser shits around. When you start doing like, I'm a
See,
massive,
now you're getting up there.
that's what I'm saying.
But bro, when
we
you
up here.
when you get up there, then you're talking again about offshore accounts. You're talking about having shell companies.
That's the word. Yeah.
You're talking about all kinds of weird fraud.
What
and
is that like when
lies.
you money laundering, when you put money through a company to clean it?
Yeah.
That's a type of way for you to buy cocaine, because you can't buy that shit with the money you actually earn.
If you're buying
you have
that
to
much.
do some. Yeah, you got.
But you're also when you're that big, bro, you're sending a certain amount, possibly multiple ways. Like,
Oh, you're hitting them from different ways.
because some of this shit is gonna get caught
yeah.
unless you have that solid one route tunnel, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's cool. Some of this shit is they're gonna find
That's
it.
the game.
You
though.
gotta send like 5 trucks. 1 truck is for sure. Maybe 2 trucks is gonna get caught. But those other 3, they're gonna get you a milli. So it's all right. That's
And the first 2,
whatever.
they're gonna get cycled right back into it anyways. It's
they-
not like all the
it's-
cops are gonna do all the cocaine and now it's gone.
It's gonna get
eventually
confiscated.
gonna come right back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna get confiscated, and unless they incinerate it,
Exactly. They ain't
It
gonna
could-
destroy the shit.
and you could have a dirty cop in there that wanna drag it out. Like,
sell
cool.
that shit to the streets and shit. Like
Some.
there's definitely trickle down ways. But like if I'm just a dude on the block and I'm trying to get a kilo, I'm not going to the harbor. Somebody else way above me is going to the harbor to get the giant pack. And then that giant pack is kind of getting trickled down up to where I'm at. And then I'm going to talk to a nigga who connected to get me the K.
Yep.
Who at the harbor? Who the fuck is at the harbor, nigga? That's the nigga Batman be fucking up. Who the nigga that shows up at the harbor? That's the motherfucker, the actual problem here. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck has this person paid off? That's how I was with the Jeffrey Epstein shit. Like, how the fuck did you get away with this shit? You must have had some real powerful niggas in your hand
Absolutely.
to have let this happen.
He
And that
did.
means
And he held that shit over them.
we got powerful people in like up there playing with the rules that are being bought with drug money.
Yep.
And you want me to listen to the fucking? I'm not listening to nobody on TV, bro.
Yeah, no. Everybody
I ain't listening to nobody on TV. Bro.
everybody that's not everybody, but mad people
They're
that
all-
are in a, if they're in a certain position, they probably corrupt
Probably.
to some percentage.
Would you ever be
Corrupt.
what's the word, like able to be corrupted? I know there's a word for this. Corruptible? I don't know.
Corruptible, coerced. Yeah, I don't know. Money talks.
What would it take, bro?
It depends on what we're doing, and
I mean, we talked about like in the group chat the maximum amount of money you think you would need a year to be comfortable, right?
yeah,
You hit it with the 250.
who wouldn't want
Nigga, you
250?
want to do 100. Who wouldn't want 350?
Who wouldn't want 350?
Who wouldn't want 500? Just making it rounded up 500.
I mean, if the posed question was minimum, right?
How much you think you could be comfortable with if you
Two-
made the same thing a year?
250.
You never have to worry about nothing in your
250.
life.
250 in my life and my family. I would never worry about a fucking thing.
Yeah. And your wife did it too. She would make the same thing. 250. You got half a
Game
fucking
over,
million.
son.
Half a million
But,
right there.
wait. But we can't make any more money after that. Like we're
No.
only getting 250. Game.
That's it.
Game. In this world right now, game. Easy. We could do whatever we want, whenever we want.
And everything you bought or ever buy or ever will buy
You have to keep it.
is gonna be known.
Can't give it away.
It's gonna be you. Like in my mind, if something like that happened, and I'm just thinking about this shit now. You probably couldn't buy some illegal shit with that money that you have every year, because all that shit is gonna be on a record. The money that was given to you.
No, it's not.
Not like I'm trying to say, like, you're not working for this money. You're just getting this money.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be traced because you didn't earn it.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you probably can't buy illegal shit with it. Is what I'm saying.
What are they? I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I go to the park,
Okay.
and I buy a T-shirt off of somebody that's selling T-shirts in the park,
Yeah.
cash money, no receipt. How the fuck the IRS gonna know I even did that?
They're not, because the T-shirt's $5. But
Same thing with drugs. Same thing with whatever.
we're talking on the level where we were with the boats. Like, if I was trying to buy like $50K in drugs, that's kind of hard to do when you can't.
So the
move
IRS.
your own money
So you're
around.
saying the IRS is looking at me? They know how much money that I'm getting a
Like,
year.
hey, you pulled out
So I'm getting-
$50,000 in cash yesterday.
So what?
What'd you buy with it?
Don't worry about it. It's none of their
See
business.
you at tax season, sir.
That's fine.
And then you
See
gotta
you
pay
at
it back.
tax, and then I gotta pay tax. Whatever.
No question. I guess yeah. If
they
they
can't. Unless I'm constantly getting receipts or something like that, there's really no reason for them to
cash money.
And if let's just say I'm doing 250 and I only spend that 50K like a year,
yeah,
they're gonna be suspicious. Like, come on,
where
man.
did it go?
Vacations. They'll be like, let me see receipts.
Let me
I'll
see.
be like, it was all free. It's all not free, but like
We got him.
it's not free.
It's all free, sir. I paid for
But
it
like,
with cocaine.
like that would be if I couldn't.
It's tricky.
If I couldn't open like a shell company, you know what I mean? Like the shell company is the key, in my opinion.
The face, the front.
Yo, I gotta pee, bro.
Same. Let's wrap this up.
Oh yeah, let's wrap it up.
This episode, I forget, 40-some shit.
Woo! We doing it, man. We're still alive. We're still healthy.
Alive.
It's been a good day.
There's a camera. I forget.
Hopefully
what
it gets warmer. Word up
but not too warm.
the family and friends. Miguel's mom. Sorry I couldn't be there for your birthday
Happy birthday,
party.
Miss Bonilla.
What else? How about
them Knicks losing? No, just kidding. All right, I'm done.
All right, yo, word up to Water Leak, man. We'll see you later. We got to go. Peace, love, good energy, good vibes, man. Everybody be good.